Yo, what is going on, Knicks Nation? It's your boy, come to you guys with a brand new video. Before I get started, I want to say thank you guys for all the support on my last video. Almost 5k views. That's my highest viewed video, and that means the world to me. And I'm close to 100 subscribers, so I can't say much, man. You guys are making my, dreams come true, low-key, on the low. And I just want to say thank you. So now let's get into it. Today's video is, will Dennis Smith Jr. break out? So as we know, Dennis Smith Jr. was acquired to the New York Knicks in the Kristaps Porzingis trade, which might go down as one of the worst trades if Dennis Smith Jr. doesn't show out. So the trade was Dennis Smith Jr. for Kristaps Porzingis. We got DeAndre Jordan, couple picks. I think that turned out to be Emmanuel Quickly, I believe. Not too sure though, don't quote me. The main piece was Dennis Smith Jr. And so far, Dennis Smith Jr. for the New York Knicks hasn't done much. So last season, Dennis Smith Jr. played the worst basketball play of his career. He averaged 5.5 points on less than 35% from the field and less than 30% from the three. He broke a record last season. First player to shoot 200 field goals, under 35% efficiency from the field goal, under 30% from the three-point line, and under 50% from the free throw. So Dennis Smith Jr. was battling a lot of things last. He lost his stepmother, I believe. He had back injuries and he had surgery for them. So the man was dealing with a lot of things. Plus, we had Coach Fizz and Coach Michael Miller, not the best coaches. So, you can't really expect much to come out of your players when your coaches can't even expect anything. So now, in recent rumors, recent talks, recent media interviews from Coach Thibodeau, he has really been liking Dennis Smith Jr. And he has been saying that Dennis Smith Jr. has been very aggressive. His shot has been there. And, he's been having good practices alongside Kevin Knox and even Frank Ntilikina. In the beginning of free agency, we signed Elfrid Payton, and everybody thought that, Dennis Smith Jr. was going to get, buried in the point guard rotation. We have Frank Ntilikina, Elfrid Payton, and Dennis Smith Jr. So, people didn't really think that Dennis Smith Jr. is going to play after his abysmal gameplay last season. But, Coach Thibodeau is very high on Dennis Smith Jr. type player because he reminds Coach Thibodeau of Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose was one of his favorite players to, coach. So I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. will have a resurgence this season, and he will drop nothing crazy. I think he could do like a 12 and 6 assist. Yeah, I believe so. He averages a career 5 assists a game, so I can definitely see him putting up 12 to 15 points and 4 to 6 assists. Just get on the right track, go in the upwards trending motion, and I can definitely see that happening. So now let's talk about how this is going to affect our other players on the rotation. Frank Ntilikina is one player that has been in rumors being traded, and my last video was about a rumor that he might get traded to Sacramento for Buddy Hield with Julius Randle. But I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. might take the edge on Frank Ntilikina, and Elfrid Payton is a veteran point guard, so I think Frank Ntilikina is on his way out. But I don't know. I want him to stay, but you never know. Dennis Smith Jr. has working with Abdul Rahim, and he's been working on his jump shot. We have seen videos of his jump shot, and it's been a pretty good motion. It's a one motion jump shot now. Before, Dennis Smith Jr. used to have 2 motion jump shot, but now that he's been working with a shooting coach who's one of the best shooting coaches, is now taking Dennis Smith Jr.'s jump shot and working and retooling it. And I think that's gonna definitely benefit Dennis Smith Jr. because now he has the confidence from a head coach to believe in him. He's not dealing with no injuries no more, and he's working on his jump shot, which has been one of his worst parts of his games for a couple years. So I think everything for Dennis Smith Jr. is trending in the upwards direction. And now the only thing is if he can put it together. Because if you can't play in New York, I don't think you can play anywhere else. Because, we're such a bad team. And if you can't show out on the New York Knicks, I don't know, man. There might not be no space in the NBA for you. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below if you think Dennis Smith Jr. will have a resurgence this season. If for now, let me know if you think Frank Ntilikina, maybe Elfrid Payton, you never know. Yeah, guys, peace out.